Hello, dear Homepedia family. What if we told you the hottest design trend of 2026 isn't another cold minimalist wave, but something warm, textured, and deeply soulful? The organic Spanish farmhouse aesthetic is sweeping through homes everywhere, blending historic hacienda rustic charm with modern cottagecore vibes that feel both grounded and luxurious without requiring you to tear down a single wall or break your budget. If you're craving a home that tells a story, feels lived in yet elevated, and wraps you in earthy terracotta warmth the moment you walk through the door, stay with me because we're diving deep into this timeless trend today. And if this inspires you, smash that like button, drop a comment sharing your favorite Spanish design element, and let's create something beautiful together. Let's start with why organic Spanish farmhouse design is resonating so powerfully right now. People are exhausted by sterile spaces and hungry for authenticity, natural materials, and homes that feel like they've evolved over generations. This aesthetic delivers exactly that by fusing sun-drenched Mediterranean influences with cozy cottagecore textures and handcrafted details. The foundation of Spanish farmhouse style begins with your color palette, and we're talking warm, earthy tones that ground every single room. Think creamy whites reminiscent of hand-plastered walls, rich terracotta oranges, dusty ochres, olive greens pulled from Spanish countryside landscapes, and warm terracotta browns that create instant coziness and visual warmth throughout your entire home. Textured plaster walls are absolutely essential to nailing this organic Spanish aesthetic. Instead of flat painted drywall, consider lime wash paint techniques or even textured wallpaper that mimics authentic Mediterranean plaster finishes. These imperfect surfaces catch light beautifully, add depth and character, and instantly transport your space to a historic hacienda villa filled with old-world charm and rustic elegance. Reclaimed wood beams represent one of the most iconic Spanish farmhouse elements you can incorporate. Exposed ceiling beams in rich walnut or weathered pine tones add architectural drama, warmth, and that lived-in authenticity we're all craving. If structural beams aren't possible, faux wood alternatives, or even decorative, box beams deliver similar visual impact without major renovation headaches or contractor bills. Terracotta tile flooring is another non-negotiable element for achieving genuine Spanish rustic charm. These clay tiles in warm orange and red undertones bring instant Mediterranean warmth to kitchens, entryways, and living spaces. Pair them with vintage-style area rugs featuring geometric patterns or faded floral motifs to soften the look and add those cozy cottagecore layers everyone loves right now. Arched doorways and windows are signature hacienda design features that create flowing, romantic transitions between rooms. You don't need to reconstruct your entire home's architecture. Simple archway moldings, rounded mirrors, or even arched furniture silhouettes can echo this timeless Spanish element. These curves soften modern boxy layouts and add organic visual interest that feels both historic and incredibly current in 2026. Wrought iron details inject authentic Spanish character into every corner of your farmhouse aesthetic. Think hand-forged iron light fixtures with aged patinas, decorative wall sconces, curtain rods, stair railings, or even iron bed frames. These metal accents contrast beautifully against textured plaster walls and reclaimed wood, adding that essential layer of craftsmanship and old-world luxury that defines true hacienda style. Natural linen and cotton textiles are critical for layering in those modern cottagecore vibes. Drape windows with flowing linen curtains in cream or natural beige, dress beds with rumpled linen duvet covers, and pile sofas with cotton throw pillows in earthy terracotta, sage green, and warm ochre tones. These breathable natural fabrics enhance the organic lived-in feel while keeping spaces light and airy. Vintage wooden furniture with weathered patinas anchors your Spanish farmhouse rooms with authentic rustic charm. Hunt for antique Spanish colonial pieces, Mexican carved wood consoles, or weathered farm tables that show their age proudly. The beauty lies in imperfection scratches, worn edges, and faded finishes tell stories and create that soulful depth you simply cannot achieve with brand new mass-produced furniture. Hand-woven baskets and pottery bring artisan craftsmanship into your organic Spanish aesthetic. Display terracotta planters filled with olive trees, lavender, or rosemary. Arrange woven seagrass baskets for storage. And showcase hand-painted ceramic bowls and vases. These handcrafted elements celebrate traditional Spanish craft techniques while adding texture, warmth, and visual layers that make your space feel collected over time rather than decorated overnight. Open shelving in kitchens allows you to display beautiful Spanish pottery, vintage glassware, and rustic earthenware that doubles as functional decor. Swap upper cabinets for reclaimed wood shelves or wrought iron brackets holding natural wood planks. Style them with terracotta dishes, olive oil bottles, copper cookware, and woven baskets to create that effortless hacienda kitchen warmth and lived-in charm. Earthy paint colors on walls and cabinetry ground your Spanish farmhouse aesthetic in nature. Beyond creamy whites, consider dusty terracotta accent walls, sage green kitchen cabinets, warm ochre powder rooms, or clay-toned bedroom retreats. These organic hues create cocoon-like spaces that feel restorative, grounding, and deeply connected to the Mediterranean landscape that inspires this entire trend. Rustic wood furniture mixed with upholstered seating and natural fabrics creates balanced Spanish cottagecore living spaces. Pair a chunky reclaimed wood coffee table with a linen slip-covered sofa. Add leather accent chairs with nailhead trim and include a vintage wooden bench. This blend of hard and soft, rustic and refined delivers that luxurious yet approachable farmhouse vibe everyone's seeking. Greenery and indoor plants are essential for bringing organic Spanish farmhouse energy into every room. Olive trees in terracotta pots, trailing pothos in woven baskets, rosemary and lavender in ceramic planters, and eucalyptus branches in vintage pitchers all enhance the natural cottagecore aesthetic. These living elements purify air, add vibrant green contrast against earthy palettes, and connect your interior spaces to nature. Layered lighting through wrought iron fixtures, ceramic table lamps, and candles creates warm ambient hacienda atmospheres. Skip harsh overhead lights in favor of multiple warm-toned light sources at different heights. Think iron chandeliers with Edison bulbs, terracotta table lamps with linen shades, wall sconces casting soft shadows, and clusters of pillar candles in vintage holders for ultimate Spanish rustic romance. Layered lighting through wrought iron fixtures, ceramic table lamps, and candles creates warm ambient hacienda atmospheres. Skip harsh overhead lights in favor of multiple warm-toned light sources at different heights. Think iron chandeliers with Edison bulbs, terracotta table lamps with linen shades, wall sconces casting soft shadows, and clusters of pillar candles in vintage holders for ultimate Spanish rustic romance. Courtyard-inspired indoor spaces bring the iconic Spanish outdoor-indoor flow into modern homes. Create a sunroom or enclosed porch with terracotta tiles, climbing vines, wrought iron furniture, and abundant potted plants. Even a corner filled with greenery, natural light, and rustic seating can evoke that serene hacienda courtyard feeling it makes Spanish farmhouse design so special and sought after. Vintage textiles like hand-embroidered linens, faded kilim rugs, and woven throws add cottagecore softness to rustic Spanish spaces. Layer a vintage Turkish rug over terracotta tiles, drape an embroidered tablecloth over a reclaimed wood dining table, or toss a chunky knit throw over a leather armchair. These textiles introduce pattern, color, and texture while maintaining the organic, authentic vibe. Natural stone accents through fireplace surrounds, kitchen backsplashes, or bathroom vanities amplify Spanish farmhouse authenticity. Limestone, travertine, or even river rock elements add earthy texture and timeless beauty. A stone accent wall behind your bed or a natural stone vessel sink in your powder room delivers instant hacienda luxury without requiring extensive structural changes or renovations. Open concept living areas with defined zones using furniture placement and area rugs maintain the flowing Spanish hacienda feel. Arrange seating around a central reclaimed wood coffee table. Define dining areas with vintage rugs beneath rustic tables. And create cozy reading nooks with upholstered chairs and floor lamps. This organic zoning feels spacious yet intimate, perfectly balancing modern functionality with historic charm. Mixing metals like aged brass, oil-rubbed bronze, and wrought iron prevents your Spanish farmhouse from feeling too matchy or staged. Combine brass cabinet hardware with iron light fixtures, add bronze faucets alongside copper cookware, and mix metal finishes freely. This collected over time approach enhances authenticity and creates visual richness that feels organic, rather than overly designed or curated. Raw wood ceiling treatments, beyond beams like tongue and groove planking or reclaimed barn wood, add warmth overhead and draw the eye upward. Staining these surfaces in warm walnut or leaving them natural enhances that rustic hacienda architecture. Even a single accent ceiling in a bedroom or dining room creates dramatic impact and anchors your entire Spanish farmhouse aesthetic beautifully. Cozy window seats with cushions in natural fabrics and throw pillows in earthy tones create perfect Spanish cottagecore reading nooks. Build in a simple bench beneath a window, add a linen cushion, pile on terracotta and sage pillows, and surround with potted plants. These intimate spaces encourage slow living, relaxation, and connection to natural light, all core values of organic farmhouse design. Artisan details like hand-painted tiles, carved wood panels, or wrought iron wall art personalize your Spanish farmhouse aesthetic. Commission a local artist to create custom terracotta tile murals for kitchen backsplashes. Hang carved wooden crosses or mirrors as focal points, or display wrought iron wall sconces as sculptural art. These unique touches make your space truly one of a kind and deeply personal. Natural fiber rugs in jute, sisal, or seagrass layer texture underfoot while maintaining the organic, earthy vibe. Place a large jute rug beneath your dining table. Add a sisal runner in hallways, or layer a small seagrass rug over terracotta tiles in entryways. These durable natural materials are practical, sustainable, and perfectly aligned with Spanish farmhouse and cottagecore values. Terracotta cookware, copper pots, and ceramic bakeware displayed openly in kitchens serve dual purposes as functional tools and beautiful rustic decor. Hang copper pots from a wrought iron rack, store wooden spoons in a ceramic crock, and display olive oil in vintage glass bottles. This working kitchen aesthetic celebrates cooking, gathering, and the simple pleasures central to Spanish farmhouse living. So there you have it, your complete guide to creating an organic Spanish farmhouse home that blends timeless hacienda rustic charm with modern cottagecore vibes, all without needing a major renovation or designer budget. Remember, this aesthetic is about layering natural materials, embracing imperfection, and building spaces that feel authentically lived in and deeply soulful. If this video inspired you to bring Spanish farmhouse warmth into your own home, please hit that like button, subscribe for more design inspiration every week, and drop a comment below telling me which element you're most excited to try. Is it the terracotta tiles, the textured plaster walls, or maybe those dreamy arched doorways? We can't wait to hear from you.